Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day for weight loss. But even more than just weight loss, it's really me just becoming my best self. Let's make some blueberry cobbler. So as I said, kind of in an overlay text, I love making breakfast on the weekend that I can make ahead and actually end up making this again Sunday morning to have for my week next week because I end up having 2 servings of this. I go based on how hungry I am in a given day. I shared with you in my last What I Eat in a Day, which I will link so you can check that out if you're curious as to like why I'm counting calories, what my goals are. I touch on it a little bit in this video as well, but I go based on hunger. Some days I'm more hungry, sometimes I'm less hungry. So today I'm actually going to share with you my total calories, but I eat between like 1650 and 1950 calories per day. Today's a heavier day because I was more hungry this day. This blueberry cobbler is so good. You can make a huge batch of this. It's more like a soft granola on the top. You can make it sweeter if you wanted to, if you want to add some brown sugar or different seasonings. I just did simple cinnamon. I feel like I always have oats and blueberries on hand because it's one of my favorite breakfasts, and I love that it can be super functional. Just adding a yogurt to the top, I add a little bit more protein, a little bit more calories, a little bit more flavor, but you can omit that altogether just depending on how you choose to eat. But I highly recommend giving this one a try. It's super easy. And since I had my oven on this day, I actually decided to make cookies, and you're going to see that recipe here in a few minutes. I would highly recommend making both the cobbler and the cookies in the same day so you can enjoy them. Both of them are just like a really cozy meal to eat on a cool day, especially if you have some time on the weekend to make both of them. Plus, you can always have leftovers for the week ahead like me. And these little slippers, they make me so happy. Like the simplest things in life make me so happy. I wanted to do something a little bit different in today's video, not only just share with you what I eat, but also give you an updated home tour. I've gotten a lot of questions because I share real life over on Instagram, and I thought I'd add a updated home tour, give you a tour of the downstairs first and then the upstairs. So let's go tour the downstairs of my house. And if you didn't know, we've lived in this house for almost a year. We closed on it the week before Christmas 2021, and we're still not fully furnished, fully decorated. We're just doing a little bit of it at a time. Each month we make a purchase. Everything we purchase, we are completely debt-free, minus our mortgage. And so we're just adding things on slowly. I feel like I'm the type of person that has to like think about something that I really want, make that purchase, and then hopefully that'll be an item that lasts a really long time for me in our house. So let's go do a downstairs tour. I'm decorating for Christmas today, so you're gonna see more of that here in the upstairs home tour. Okay. Okay, downstairs home tour. I feel like we've done the most to our downstairs over the past few months. So since it's Christmas, I feel like there's no better time because that's my favorite part of the year. I love the lights, I love the sparkle. There's nothing more that brings me joy. Even if I have like a Charlie Brown tree, which I feel like I have 5 Charlie Brown trees, let's be honest. I'm not someone who spends hundreds of dollars on home decor, like trees and stuff, but I just love the lights. All right, coming through the hallway. I don't know if we've done much to the living space, but I love to bleed my colors, like my earth tones and my blues and my greens with my Christmas decor. So I don't think we've done really anything here. I think the only thing we've really added is this book, which we only purchased. I mean, yes, we will use it. We'll use it for date nights and stuff, but literally we only purchased it because it went so well with our living space. It's from Anthropology, and I just thought it was so cute. Plus, like, I always want to be that person that has a coffee table book. So when people come over, we host a lot. When people come over, they have this little book they can browse through. I just love it as like a conversation starter, but also like, if we want to make something special, we can ignore my real life happening in the hallway. It's like my work bag, my gym bag. And originally these 2 couches were too much for me, but I've been loving this layout, like large island, large couch, large couch. Originally they were supposed to go on this wall right here. They didn't fit. It was like a big thing, but I'm like really loving the layout because it just changes the atmosphere of my home and it makes it very unique and I'm loving it. So this table is from West Elm. I'm obsessed. This color, my husband actually sent me this. I'm like, look, I found a 60-inch round. The legs are everything. And I feel like you can't even see this beautiful design because of the chairs, but I like point this out to people when they come over. I'm like, look at these beautiful legs. It's an 8-seater. I only have 6 chairs, which is totally fine. I've talked about getting 2 more and then keeping them in the garage, but just haven't done it yet. I feel like with 6 and 4 plus outside, I have plenty when we're hosting like in the warmer months. But the additional add-on that was supposed to be here today that's not, that we were gonna put together today, but we can't, is there's a long buffet / console table type thing. I'm not explaining it, but it actually matches that table. It's glass and gold, but it's going here and it's 60 inches long, 29 high, and then I believe 8. So then I could put decor up here to finally balance out those mirrors, which we hung so long ago because we thought we had a dining room table coming when we hung the mirrors, yada yada. But I really like the tree in this corner. Hello. This is where we put the tree last year and I just really loved it because it just really was so beautiful. And then yes, I know a million people are gonna be like, oh my God, you have a rocking horse? You must have a baby now. No, it's just me and my husband. This rocking horse, actually my neighbor was getting rid of it and I was like, hey, I'd like that. And I think it's so cute. And as for like having a child in this house, yes, one day we will. But we have a lot of kids that come over to our house. So it's kind of nice to have it out. And I just think it's so cute. Like he's so cute and he goes with everything. So he stays. I love him. So anyways, I don't have a lot of decor on my table yet. I don't know what to do for a centerpiece because I'm waiting again on this table console buffet thing. And then it'll kind of pull all of this, I feel like, together instead of having this like empty wall and then the mirrors. And I would love to do like a big glass, like blown glass with some flowers. And oh, I just think it'll be so pretty. And I meant to redo this bar cart a long time ago, haven't. This I redid. I just really like that color. And then it kind of got like yucky on the top, so I need to redo that, but that's just like a little stool. But I was thinking about redoing this bar cart and then I found one at West Elm the other day and I think I'm actually gonna get that instead. So I'm probably gonna sell this versus refurnishing it. I was gonna originally darken the wood and then spray this like a nice coppery color, but the one at West Elm just really matches this and I'm like, you know what? I might just do it because it'll be a staple in our house for a long time. This is actually 6 or 7 years old, maybe even 8. It went through the move with us from Ohio to here. We've had a long time, and actually my neighbor said if I ever got rid of it, she'd take it, so I'll probably give it to her. And then as far as decor in here, this little spot and this little spot. And then you can see the cookies I made. I kind of put some decor on this tree and I was gonna pick up a few more of these at Target the other day, but they don't have any. And I'm actually gonna do under the cabinet lighting too, because I am obsessed with this little light. So I'm gonna change that bulb out to more of a white light versus a yellow light and then do under the cabinet lighting here in the next few days. I think that'll look really pretty. These are for the mini tree that I just shared with you. They kind of match the ones we're gonna do upstairs. And they're from Target and they're $3. And that just makes me so happy because they're just so beautiful. And as you can see, they match my decor. I like gold and coppers a lot with Christmas right now. This tree has, zoom in here a little bit. This tree does have some reds on it. I think that's really pretty too, which I need to do upstairs, but we'll get to that. I'll show you in a second. Follow my happy feet to our downstairs bathroom because they make me so happy when we get here. Okay, so I decided to do a Christmas bathroom. Gold and black, which I never thought I would do gold and black, but I really like it because of this sign. I got this at Target in the Target dollar spot for $5. The little tree was $1 and I thought, you know what? This brings me a lot of joy. I need to do a Christmas bathroom. So I did. And I just kept on with the black and gold. These are from Amazon. Both towels were $10 as a like a little package. This was $8. It's the worst material in the world, but you can't tell by looking at it. It's really just for looks. And there's my holiday bathroom, which you can kind of see right there in the mirror. It makes me so happy. Like, I want to be that person that has a Christmas house. When you walk in, it explodes. And this, look at this. Look at the viewfinder, makes me so happy. I love it. Let me know down below, do you have a Christmas bathroom? And also, I need to change my soap dispenser, and I still have not hung any floating shelves in any of my bathrooms. Even though I said I was gonna do that months ago, we haven't done it. Okay, so you're gonna see later that I actually have 2 offices. Now, Miranda, why do you need 2 offices? Don't you work away from home? Yes, but I also work from home. I don't really consider YouTube work. I am not someone who does YouTube as a job. I do it as a hobby, and I really, really like it, but I do film and edit everything on my own. So technically, I guess that's work, but I like to have different inspiration, and I like to edit in different spots. And I just got this desk from Flexi Spot, and I'm obsessed. Actually, not just got it. I've had it for 3 months. And originally I was gonna put it in my office, but then I wanted to have different places to be in the house if I wanted to come downstairs and edit. And this is a standing desk, but you can also lower it. I'll show you how it works here in a second. But if you're someone who works from home, I cannot suggest enough to you to get a standing desk. It's everything. Like, if I edit for 3 or 4 hours, I get so antsy sitting down. I have to stand up, and this is everything for me. Plus, a little birdie told me that Flexi Spot actually has a huge holiday sale going on. I'll share that with you guys here too, because you should definitely take advantage of it. I have the Flexi Spot Kumhar all-in-one standing desk. I absolutely adore it. The adjustments are so easy to make, plus you can actually preset them. So depending on who is standing or sitting at the desk, you can just hit a little button and the desk will raise to the appropriate height. I also really like that it has the USB and all the little functions right here in the front, because it makes it super handy if you're someone who works a lot from home. You don't have to reach behind the desk and plug things in. It's amazing. Another awesome feature is this little drawer. I left it kind of open here just to kind of share with you so you could see it, but it's a very minimal design, but it's super functional. I'll share with you my desk upstairs that I talk about later in this video, and it's not functional at all when it comes to what I love to do. And of course, Flexi Spot is having their biggest deals throughout the year, up to $290 off their desk. You can save up to 60%. November 25th through the 28th, they're having huge flash sales. They're doing 8 popular products for flash sale, 2 sales each day. They're doing multiple events like winning free orders. The first 10 customers who order between 12 and 9 Pacific Standard Time receive free orders. Plus, my Kumbar standing desk is actually $165 off November 25th through the 27th. I will leave a link down below. Make sure you go check out Flexi Spot. If you are someone who works a lot of hours from home, I cannot suggest a standing desk enough. It has made a huge difference for me and my workload. And of course, with the holiday sale they have going on, this is the perfect time of year to snag yourself one of these amazing desks. Okay, and this is my guest room. Clearly, I should have straightened the bed, but have you guys welcome to my real life. I don't know if I've shared these, but I actually redid these over on my home channel this summer. A neighbor of ours was getting rid of these, and so I repainted them. I think that's the same video of the ones that I'll share with you from upstairs, so I'll share that with you in a second, but I'll link that video. Anyways, I know I need to fix my tousled bed. My husband's been actually staying downstairs because of his accident, which I talked about last week. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go watch my Thanksgiving video or follow me on Instagram for more real life. But so I do have my standing desk in here right now, which is fine because I feel like when we have company, it's not in the way. And it kind of aids in, like, if they want to put their stuff on it, that's fine too. But it also makes it super cozy. So I don't know, it feels like more of like a home office because of the bed. I don't know, and I just really like it. It's just really nice. It's just all me. I promised cookies, and here I am delivering cookies. I'm using the same bowl from breakfast because That's how I save on dishes. Let me know down below if you guys do that too when you're cooking. Sometimes in a YouTube video, I feel like it's all about aesthetics and, you know, all these amazing dishes and how beautiful can you make it look. And then sometimes I'm like, this is my real life. I just shared with you a house tour and my house is not perfect. People asked on Instagram, hey, because I've been sharing a lot of Christmas decor, hey, can you do a little home tour? Sure, absolutely, I'd love to, because I like watching home videos more than anything. That's why I started a home channel and then just like didn't keep up with it. But goals in the new year, okay? Goals in the new year. Anyways, let's get back to these cookies. 2 cups of quick oats. It's just my preference. I'm sure you can use any other oats as well. You just kind of have to let them bloom a little bit with the liquid. Maybe add a little bit more liquid. I spent about 100 years cleaning out those almond butter jars, about a third a cup of almond butter, a cup of shredded coconut. I added a little instant coffee and about a half a cup of milk. I should have added a little bit more milk or even a little bit of water. They were nice and sticky, but they were a dry, crunchy cookie. So it just depends if you want a gooey cookie or a crunchy cookie. And I did get new baking sheets. These were actually on sale at our local grocery store last week. It was like buy 2, get 2 free, or buy 1, get 2 free, or I don't know. But they were really inexpensive. And I've needed new baking sheets for a while. So I got this specialty cookie sheet. What's this called? An air cookie sheet? I don't know. It's wonderful. They're all non-stick. Yes, I washed them before I used them. And then I also decided to add some Brazil nuts to the top of my cookies because I do have a Brazil nut every single day. I don't often share it in my What I Eat in a Days because I usually have it before bed. I sometimes have it in the morning. I used to have it in the morning, but now it's kind of like my before bed like ritual. I have like a cup of tea or a sparkling water, and then I grab a Brazil nut out of the pantry. And last time I mentioned the Brazil nut thing, someone mentioned that somebody somewhere in the plant-based community said you should have like 6 in one day a month and then not the rest of the month. I don't know. I just like to have one every single day. It's really great vitamins for your body. But I decided to put them on top of my cookies. As you can see, my cookies are a little bit dry. So they were a crunchy cookie, but still super good. More like a granola-y clump. They were really delicious. And I had them out on the counter when I was sharing my home tour because I was letting them cool. So do a quick little dance, bake them at 350 for about 12 minutes. If you want them to be more moist, you could always add pumpkin or banana or applesauce or a little bit more milk. And I was checking my cobbler because I was making both at the same time. But in the YouTube world, you only see one thing at a time. But these were super good. Unfortunately, I couldn't have my husband share it with them because he cannot have almond butter. I always say that all the time. Plus, he's on a mushy food diet for a few more days. But, I mean, there's nothing better than a fresh cookie. Really, there isn't. And if you're going to share these, obviously, with your kiddos, don't add the instant coffee. But as an afternoon pick-me-up, yes, please. I'll take the instant coffee. I just think it's really fun. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Plus, I had a little bit left over, and I decided to use it up that way. So these were about 180 calories each, and I decided to just have one this day. So moving on to lunch, I decided to just do a really simple veggies with rice. I like the 50-50 plate, but I don't want to eat it all the time, especially now with my goals. I just feel like I want more food freedom, and I'll talk about it here in a little bit, but I do feel like counting calories is really demonized in the plant-based community. But honestly, do what works for you. Do what works for you. I think that we should praise the fact that someone is plant-based versus like demonizing them for doing what works for them. So I just steam my veggies in some veggie broth. I think it's so perfect this way. And I've done this and then put it over a salad before, and I think it's so delicious. I didn't even add any seasonings because I'll add a little bit of like a coconut, here it is, teriyaki sauce, which I got from Thrive Market. I love this stuff. Huge staple with rice. And then I did about 3/4 of a cup of rice, estimated out to be about 400 calories. Technically, it's a 50-50 plate with the edamame and the veggies and the rice. Really delicious, really filling, and I feel like it's like the perfect 10-minute lunch. I feel like we always see these secret to weight loss and the best plan for weight loss and all this stuff. And literally, I want you to throw that out right now before you start the new year. If you're gonna hit it hard, or if you're like me, who is someone who is just like, you know what? I have 2 months left of the year. I'm not gonna waste it. I'm going for it right now to become my best self. And really, my overall goal isn't weight loss. I want to start consistently weight training again, running a little less, and just
overall body composition is what I'm after. So weight loss might be a little bit of a factor in that, but overall, I'm just looking to really challenge and push myself. But there's no secret to weight loss, no specific diet, no meal plan, no way you load your plate. Yes, there are helpful things that aid in weight loss, but really it's just a calorie deficit and consistency. Consistency is the big secret to weight loss. When you think about it, that's the thing that people have the hardest time with, because we build momentum during the week. Maybe the weekend happens. After the weekend, we might feel bad because we ate a lot or we ate off plan, and then we try to get back into it. And a lot of us just aren't consistent. In my last video that I posted, which I'll link right there and down below, I talked about how I want to challenge myself and not waste the last 2 months of the year. And a lot of you chimed in and said, oh, but there's Thanksgiving and then there's Christmas and then there's this holiday. I'm like, really? What? That's like 7 days out of the next 2 months. Be consistent in those other days and you will find that you will have really great success. And yes, I choose to count calories right now. I feel like it's kind of demonized in the plant-based world a little bit, because everybody's like, well, just eat what you want and eat plant-based and you'll lose weight. Absolutely. But for me, in my area of where I am in my life and how I'm evolving and growing, this is what I'm doing right now and it's working for me. It might not work for you, but I hope you can still find encouragement, inspiration, and some great meal ideas with me on my channel. So let's jump into dinner, and then I'm going to share with you the rest of my home tour, which will be upstairs.
This dinner might actually surprise you, but I wanted onion rings. I just thought, you know what? Sounds good. Onion rings. And these are oil free. And instead of going to a restaurant and getting like 2,000 calories worth of onion rings and then my body hating me because they have gluten in them, I was like, I'm going to make my own. And yes, could I have had an additional green veggie with this? Absolutely. I think a salad would have paired really well, or some roasted broccoli, but it was the weekend and I want onion rings, so I had them. And I think a good way of balancing your food is to eat what sounds good to you. I just did a very simple batter with some milk and cornmeal, a little bit of salt, paprika, and about a third a cup of gluten-free flour. And I ended up only using 2 of the 3 onions, so I saved one in the refrigerator for later this week. I can just chop it up and add it to something else. And I baked these in the oven at 375 for about 25 minutes, and they were perfect. And then I just served them with some mustard on the side. Super easy idea if you are looking for an appetizer for the holidays, or if you just are like me and you're like, man, onion rings sound really good. Technically it's a veggie and it's just starch, so it's perfect. But I do really enjoy the freedom of counting calories for my goals. It's not something I'm going to do long term. I really only plan to do it for the next couple of weeks running into the new year. And like I said, just to really challenge myself and have fun with it, because I'm really trying to work towards different goals right now. And then I'll probably just go back to my regular way of eating, not counting calories or whatever. But I think it's really fun to work towards a goal. And I knew I was going to work towards this goal at the beginning of the year. And that's why I decided, why wait for the beginning of the year? I was super inspired by Sydney Cummings, who had said, like, you're basically just going to sit for 2 months and wait to work on your goals. And I didn't want to do that. But look how beautiful these onion rings look. Don't they look phenomenal? And like I said, I just served them with some mustard. You could do ketchup if you wanted to. You'll have to give these a try. Sprinkle a little bit of salt on them when they come out of the oven. Like I said, 375 for about 25 minutes. They're super crunchy, super perfect. So let's get on to the decor, shall we? So this little empty spot in my loft, I decided I needed a Christmas tree here. I have one downstairs and I needed one upstairs because usually during the week, our nighttime routine is to get home from work. Sometimes I work out if I didn't work out in the morning, and then I just like to shut off and watch a show or two, have a cup of tea, and I really love the Christmas lights because it's so dark out. It gets dark here at like 4:40, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong on that, but with the mountains, I feel like we have less daylight because once the sun drops below them. And I don't have any issues with seasonal light or anything, but I don't like darkness. I'm an early morning bird. I like long sunny days. I like summertime. I like to see the sun, as most of us do, and I don't really like dark. So I like having a lot of Christmas lights because it makes it feel bright and homey and cheery, and I like it. So this is not the world's best Christmas tree. I'm doing my best to fluff it up, and I did fluff it up again off camera the next day. But it was like $40 at Target, and I'm like, okay, I need this in my life. I added about $15 worth of ornaments to it, and I will go get some specialty ornaments. That's one of the things I want to collect over the next few years is some specialty ornaments for our tree. We have a few downstairs. I shared on Instagram that I had a really special ornament break, and I couldn't fix it because the leg, it was a little dog. It was my dog Levi. The leg, like one chipped off, which could have been glued back on, but one completely shattered. It's still on my tree. I don't even care that it's broken. But I do want to get some more specialty ornaments. And I kind of like the little distressed Charlie Brown trees. I just think they're like cute. I don't know. It's just a personal taste. I know that the big fluffy ones are really in, but I don't really want to spend $600 on a Christmas tree. I have other things I want to spend my money on.
Okay, here's where we're stopping for now because I need to break it up a little bit and get some different ornaments, but I'm really happy with how it's coming along. I'll kind of fluff it as I go. But I want to get some specialty ornaments. This side needs to kind of be brought up a little bit, but not too bad for coming out of the box. And honestly, I just need the lights. When it's dark, there's nothing that makes me happier than coming home and turning on the Christmas tree and relaxing with a cup of tea and maybe watching a show. And I really like how this turned out up here. This like little ornament. I think that looks so pretty with like the light behind it. There she is. Whoop, tripped over a box. She's hanging out for now. She will continue to get fluffed, and I will put some specialty ornaments on there, and I have to get a tree skirt or something down there. But this is just making me so happy to have this. And I'm gonna probably get a little longer cord so I can push her over this way. So she's right in this corner, and then like a little tree skirt, and then the cord can kind of just drop on the ground versus that. And right here, this like half wall, as you can see, there's like a, I don't know, a bit of a wall right here. And then this is actually our upstairs bathroom. You'll see that in a second. I'm actually going to do, I think, a really long bookshelf here. I think that will look really cool. Yeah, so, all right, let's get on with this home tour. As you can see, this is where the tree is, and we've really done nothing upstairs. This is just the loft. And the loft. I did want to show you this room right here though. My husband was watching football. He's shaving his head right now. Okay, so it's a really large closet and we don't really need it for anything. So my husband has all his movies. He used to collect movies and then, you know, streaming happened. Let me know down below if your partner, spouse, or you collect movies. But we also have these beautiful paintings. My uncle painted these of our dogs. This is Levi, our Chihuahua. This is Marcus, our Husky German Shepherd mix, and their little paws and their little urns. And I love this little room so much. I call it a room, not a closet. You could literally put like a little bar in here or a little desk if you wanted to. I've seen this little closet room built out into a little office before in these rooms. Anyways, this is just kind of like our little closet, but that's what we've done right there, and we really like that. So, but I kind of like it because you can close the door, open the door, but there's a heater in there, like not a heater, a vent. So I try to leave the door open so that way the air or the heat's not getting just captured in there, but it also makes the loft feel bigger. And this could be a bedroom if ever, sorry if I make you dizzy, if ever we wanted to put a wall up here, this could be a bedroom. So we just didn't do that when we built our house. So nothing has changed really in our, nothing has really changed in our master. Like I said, my husband's shaving his head, so I'm gonna leave him alone, not bother to go in the master. This wall goes into a bathroom. I've done nothing with this bathroom since my original home tour. Go check that out. I'll link it right here, or actually right here. This wall right here, I thought I would have done by now. I'm going to do a really large mirror right here, and then like a little, I don't know, almost like a console table. So you can see like it's a nice little nook. Haven't gotten to that. I think I talked about it in both home tours, the empty home tour and the slightly furnished home tour. Right here, I'm not gonna show you. This is my office. This used to be my office. This is now my office. Because I don't know, this one was brighter, lighter. I've gotten nowhere with this room. This room has been like this since August. I've gotten nowhere with it. I also moved my stuff upstairs really quickly because I decided I wanted to end upstairs after I showed you my desk downstairs. Anyways, I redid this piece. I shared this in a video on my home channel and still have not gotten the knobs for it. But this piece I actually want to put over there, and this piece I want to put over here by the window, and I want to get a little chair, like sitting area. I did have a couch. I ended up getting rid of that couch, but there's not too much going on here. This is my social media office. So it looks like a social media person works here, right? Like I have my mic, my laptop, which I love that I can take back and forth with me. My desk, which I'm actually considering of selling. It's not super functional for what I need. My Flexi Spot desk is 1000% more flexible than this one. This one looks really pretty. It has these like cool drawers and it's really pretty, but it's not functional for what I need. So I'm actually considering selling this one. My chair, which is from our old apartment, it was just like an accent chair that I've been using. It's really comfortable because I can sit cross-legged on it. And then here's another piece that I redid. I have my calendar up there yet. Nothing on it for November. Been way too busy. An extra camera, candle, picture me and Joe. And then these are the same handles that I plan to put on the other dresser. So this room, we're getting there. I feel like it's more furnished and functional, but like I said, I want to put this over there and this over there, and I want to get like a little chair set up so I can edit sitting there, edit sitting here, or edit sitting downstairs at my desk. Downstairs. Yes, I have 2 offices. Leave me alone. If you are someone who works a lot of hours from home, sits at a desk, at a computer, then I think you understand the necessity of changing up your scenery a little bit. At least for me, I feel like if I'm in the same spot all the time, I don't feel very creative. It's like eating the same foods all the time, right? You're just not gonna feel very creative. So like this is my creativity pod, but I like to venture away from here if I'm editing at night. My husband wants to watch a football game in the loft. He has friends over. I don't ever want to feel like, okay, I'm upstairs. You can never come upstairs because I like peace and quiet when I work. No. So that's why the downstairs also comes in with it as well. But that's basically all we've done. I'm glad to show this with you. I'm so glad to have shared this with you, and thank you for asking. Maybe give you some ideas to, you know, redo some furniture at your house, or just feel a little bit creative, you know, around your house. And if you work from home, I highly recommend a standing desk. Thank you as always for watching today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you got some great new recipe ideas, or you were just inspired and encouraged in your own journey. You will find links to recipes down in the description box below. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Go follow me on Instagram, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed here already. I'll see you in a new video very soon. Bye-bye.